Can
Okay. No, over your soul. No, you're not fuzzy. You had it on. You had it on
what is
this.
that? I did before I took it
Oh
off.
yeah, you. I can't see this. The
Listen,
print back here.
yeah, that's interesting because I took the effects off. So this is the real office. This is not
Okay,
a.
okay, okay. You in Communiversity right now?
I'm at home. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at home.
I love the space. It feels so welcoming and warm.
Yes, that's the
You
point.
know, it feels welcoming and warm. And now that you're telling me the history, it seems like I look at I'm from Alabama, so we've got our own history of the civil rights movement and having
Mm-hmm.
energy there and working with WEP Radio in Huntsville, Alabama, being a part of Mr. Batts. So I worked in that history and in speaking with you, I'm feeling that same energy. The house has it and you have it too. So I know that I'm before one, a worker, two, a justice worker, three, a visionary. And I'm just honored to be able to, mama, mama. I'm just honored to be in a space where where we're gonna do this work. And I'm excited about it.
I'm
I'm
excited for you to be with us.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So I knew the first time I met you and was in that space, I was like, these are some amazing people. One was like, you are in the process of history, girl.
Girl, please. Yeah, man. Oh,
And I am just to hear that you've been so instrumental in this work for years.
I'm like the little sister that right? Wait till you meet other folks. I'm like,
Yeah, but you have the vision to preserve it and and a vision to be able to buy back the block. Like buy back the block.
well, I don't know about all that. We
Okay,
tried.
well, I
We
mean,
we tried. We tried. We worked at it. We
okay,
tried.
okay.
We didn't, we were like, okay, we could do this, right? And got zero help from Rocky Mount. That's why part of the reason I'm zero help from them Negroes.
Oh,
Okay?
okay. Well, I mean, it's okay.
Zero
It's
help.
okay.
Anyway, it's okay.
I get zero help either. I get zero help too. I understand that. I got a
I
lot
get
of
it.
anxiety because of it. I just
Zero help.
learn how to
But I
cope.
just I'm
Learn how
like,
to
okay. I said that was a battle. Y'all got that battle, but that's okay. Because
okay.
it's a wider war. So
Right.
anyway. So, but I wanted you, and you have by no means the history of
Right.
BWFJ. I mean, it's some amazing history. Um, we do have, and that's something to put on our finish list, our
Okay.
to-do list to finish,
Okay.
is that we have so far, two group interviews of founding members and the executive committee and founding members. We got the plan was to do about four of them,
For
right?
what? For what?
For history, right?
Okay.
For
Okay.
legacy. To talk about the first one talked about how BWFJ got started, how where people came from, and how they got to understand the need for something something that became a BWFJ.
Okay.
Um, and then the second one was early campaigns that we did together.
Okay.
Um, and then we got kind of waylaid, but Amiri is the key to getting, I think, those tapes back because it was a young brother that we videotaped it, right?
Okay.
Um, and then the young brother died.
Mm.
And I know that really messed with Amiri because they went to school together.
Okay.
And I don't know. We got to focus in. I mean, it's got to be one of the things that we've got to get done is on one hand get those tapes
Okay.
and at least do with whoever is left because
When do you
to
want to
do the
plan
rest
that?
of it,
When do
huh?
you want to plan that?
It's not been, I've been so focused lately on getting this campaign, the Black Women Workers sent to the Black working class done and
Okay.
focused on that. And the organization up and running the administrative side up and running,
Okay.
right? That it's like, I know we got to do this. We got to do this before folks leave us, because we already lost 3 people. 2 people have died, and one person has dementia.
Okay.
Um, and so it's like,
We
yo,
can do we can do interviews just like this. And are these people local or are these people where are they?
Raleigh, Rocky Mount.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
they're most of them in North Carolina. Yeah.
but so I mean it's nothing if you gave me a list that because one of the things that I heard needed to be done was storytelling. So you're telling
Yes.
me that now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
just like this can now go into archive for you.
Mhm.
Um, the footage is pretty good, and when we take it and chop it up, this is just as good for oral story as anything else.
Right.
And we can capture some of those stories as part of the most urgent work that you need done, so that the history of Black Workers for Justice is on film. So as you build this archive house and this community resource, people know what this work looks like. Because when you're
Right.
talking about it, I'm asking like you're like, oh, and you having a conversation like, nope, stop. What did that look like? Because it's important because we don't hear it, we don't see it. Um,
Right.
we don't know what it takes of what was it on the job and the fact that you turn around and use those skills within the community to empower the community. So yes, I would like to put that storytelling. Muna wants to see it done in the house. I like to be in the community once a month. So not only are we are building the library, but also building the community so that we can
Absolutely.
get
Absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
unsung heroes in the community. And I want to
Absolutely.
schedule maybe once or twice a month that we come in, we particularly do that work. I did after talking to you, call the Dr. Operocha. She is the mass communications person at Shaw. So she does have some interns for me this summer. I do have kids in care, foster care, that will be paid to be with me this summer. So I mean, I can actually bring out a volunteer team to be able to do some things this summer to be able to be hands inside the house to help you get whatever you need as part of this as well. And then Morgan's on the back end with technology. So
About to cry.
no, this is God. This is never
I'm
God.
about to cry.
This is you ain't got no help, but baby, you finna get you some.
I'm about to cry.
And so
The only thing I would ask about the interns
mhm,
is that um we want to make sure, I want to make sure, okay, this is my
mhm,
fight with folks, right?
right.
That some of those interns
Mhm.
come from, like we go to first of all, yes, HBCU first, is prime. But some of those kids that always are the ones that are looked over. I want, kids who are volunteering their time in the community, kids who are not in college.
We got foster care kids working with this project. So
Okay.
I will have it. I will have they're called kids. They don't like to say foster care, kids in care. And so we only have one so far, but the agency will pay him to come out. And these kids are getting ready to age out of the system. So they got a lot going on up here. And so
Yes.
I think that this is something for me that is personal because my kids went through foster care, you know what I'm saying? So it is twofold for me to be able to work with this population of kids.
Right, right,
And I
right.
think that what the transference of what you have to them is going to be something that's so powerful is going to change their lives.
So there's a couple of other organizations that I'd like to, put in the hopper, at least to ask, like, are you got some kids working with you?
Okay.
Um, um, and so when we list, and in fact, if we wrote up, I got to dig through the papers, community, community school and community student internship.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it is. It's combined. It's kids who are, in the community in general and at school and at the 2-year college,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
And if you want to
Uh,
hand me those contacts, so you don't have anything else to do,
hey,
you can just throw that over to me in an email. I'll take it off your plate. So that because the kids in care are coming, I'll probably set that up in July. Dr. Abrocha called and was like, Tamisha, I need some kids right now. But then I also have an opportunity. Another person threw something at me with Josonia Lawson, and she said to me, you can work with kids across the country. So every morning I get up and teach kids in China. So we can actually bring some college students in from other universities that can assist as well. So
mhm,
my goal is to be able to bring your crew to train. We can actually set up some media. I just bought a bunch of media stuff. We can bring some media stuff to the space, set up a space there where it can actually serve as a media space. And then anything else that you need as far as making the house get ready. Because I think that if we are doing stories on a continued basis, what we're doing is we're bringing people to the space to what we call in marketing to build a destination. And we build a destination, it becomes not just a house on the street, it's becoming Communiversity when we're bringing them there. So
mhm,
and it would be strategic. It would be people that would be, one thing about the community, our community, when I bring out cameras, the people that would normally say no, now say yes.
yeah.
And so not only do they now say yes because they're on film, they say yes, and it's strategic for them to say yes.
Mhm.
So when we begin to build it from that perspective, it's not just you. Shafi calling over here asking for something. Oh no, it's Communiversity now has a program that's got Shaw students coming down and kids in care coming down to record our history. And I'm going to be, they started with me. So
And ownership,
right.
ownership,
Yes, ma'am.
ownership.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, and turn the mic off, turn the recording off for 1 second.
Turn it off. Okay, turn it off. Hold on.